It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
51. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first down, here's Breida. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go,
3 yards
here we go.
on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check pass, check pass.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. 21, 21. 51.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Bravo.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Flushed out right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Wait, like 80. 54. Check.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Backing into the end zone, Flacco. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Behind, like 80. 54 Mike. Check Mike. Red. Check 24. Regular.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flacco into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, we got a second. Let's look ahead to Week 7 and what's on the slate. Things start out Thursday night. Kansas City at Denver, divisional battle.
Suddenly an interesting game. Kansas City having lost their last 2, and Denver now playing defense as we expected. But how about the NFL 100 game of the week? Oakland at Green Bay, a rematch of Super Bowl II.
Also have New Orleans at Chicago and Philly visiting Dallas on Sunday night.
That is a huge win in the NFC East.
Yeah, both teams 3-3. The winner will have the lead in that division. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
2nd and 6 at the 50.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Omaha.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. This is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. This is Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go,
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Drops it off for Coleman. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up second and 7 at the 41-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Watch the run, watch the run. SOS. Hey, watch it.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
21.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Go, night. Hey.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 18 yards, first down Niners. On first down, Garoppolo.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. That one goes for 24 yards. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a first and 10 at the 18. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Garoppolo. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But it'll be second and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Alert.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, Charlie.
Mike, 45. Watch the curve. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Flacco. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Flacco's throw there, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Gun. You're over here. You're over here.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Gonna be a long day, offense.
They do snap it. Flacco now. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the
21.
Watch the screen.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
11.
To throw is Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Welcome back now to Denver. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. On 2nd and 12, Flacco. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. Flacco now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Monday.
Flacco from the gun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast, but sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you, and maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it.
57.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, Flacco. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough? Excellent
question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On second down now, it's Coleman, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
This is the fullback, Janovich. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll go again with Lindsey. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
The
here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it? And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Von Miller in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. How about this? Flacco setting to throw it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close